It was a strategy that was discovered uh, years and years and years ago. You start with a small stake, say $2. You say you double on win, blackjack, I guess. Um, you say you lose, you double. Uh, you lose that again, you double again, etc., etc., etc. Um, let's say you start, you lose here, you double. You win that, so it's your total cost is 3. You get 4 back, so 4. You get $1 profit. So your inherent margin there isn't great, and it gets smaller as you go up, but it's still mathematically guaranteed profit, assuming you have enough capital. The problem with that is you can't have enough capital in gambling, and it's generally technically plus EV. Uh, but overall, because of the fact that you have not unlimited capital, uh, it's not. So in business, for example, every attempt has a positive expected value, especially given the fact that long-term outcomes in business trend upwards. Uh, let's say you have a 30% chance to hit. This is really high for business. Let's just for example though, when it hits, you return 5x, which is insane plus EV. But that EV formula would be 0.35 minus 7 times 1. That equals plus 0.8, which means every attempt you make, it's scored at plus 0.8 value. Ooh, sorry, stick figs, on average over time. So this is how you can mitigate risk and variance, compressing that variance to do that. An example is investment firms and hedge funds have fucking infinite money. Let's say a venture capital fund invests in 100 firms or 100 startups. Apologies. 80 are bad, they die. 15 they break even on. 4 are fine, but one of them, it becomes a bajillion dollar like monopoly. Uh, this one company has enough estimated value for them that it pays for every loss here 100 times over at least. So these people can eat these losses until they hit some freak outlier and get some crazy net profit on it. Examples of where it has happened are this isn't scripted, sorry. .com bubble. Oh, cat fuck. I lied. Which is like Amazon, Google, eBay. Uh, I guess mobile because there's Apple and Android. Cloud, which is just AWS and Google. But again, crypto in the 2019, 2020s, 2024, 2025 run. And then the companies that came with that. And now in 2019, 2025, soon, more next year, AI. So NVIDIA, OpenAI. In reality, all of these were gambles. Objectively speaking, especially OpenAI, which is already a bajillion dollar company, but they are taking gambles. Nvidia, well, making money for forever because microchips, there was a microchip boom in the 80s. Sorry, forgot about that. Um, so they did make money off that bullshit. But here they are doing GPUs over and over and over. They are giving themselves infinite money off of AI and data centers. Um, for example, also other than VCs, hedge funds in AI, they put money in 2015. I'm trying to remember off the dome. 2019, 2023, 2024, current. Um, because fundamentally they understand that AI eventually will hit a stop, but they understand that for now, infinite money glitch. Um, and that if they hit it right, get the right technology they need, even more infinite money, even though 99.9% of AI is fucking garbage tech slop. Investment firms love these bubbles because they can print infinite money because people will keep buying and buying. They Martingale this variant here, et cetera, until they get what they want. Um, Comparatively to a casino, obviously the EV is negative because you don't have infinite capital. The odds never change. I'll get back to that in a bit. There's a house edge. Um, all casinos obviously have a limited amount of money to pay you out in the first place. And capital. Gamba. And then that's in business, obviously, plus EV, because there's no real max. Your odds can change because experience, you can get better at it. You understand how to mitigate risk. Um, Unlimited upside, because really businesses can never get capped at any real size. Um, your capital can go up, especially if you can leverage risk, but that's not my video, I feel. That's leveraging business cards, debt, anything like that. Um, every failed attempt, you get better at whatever you're doing. You get knowledge, stuff that people don't understand. And that means the EV goes up. Um, if, for example, you could, when you only make 20% gross, but maybe the next year you're able to make production costs cheaper, um, do more product, do it more liquidly. Let's say you make 40% the next year, that goes up. You can't do that in roulette. Blackjack odds are like 99.4% RTP, return to player. You could leverage business credit. I guess maybe I'll do a little bit. Um, there's 0% APR or low APR, whatever your credit score can get you. Biz cards. You can do this with a sole prop, LLC, S corp, anything like that. There's a bajillion of them. You can get money with BAL transfer. You can get cash like that, whatever. Any capital you need from that, or you can just do lines of credit. Blah 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 blah. That's funding. You can fucking figure that out yourself. In business, that randomness is less so randomness and compounding and learning to turn that irrationality that's inherent in gambling into something that's rational. Um, my business is trading cards, right? Uh, I don't know how to explain this. I send stuff to grading company PSA just for example. Say I do real bad and I get only 7, 8, 9. That generally that's break even or lose money for me. And obviously you don't want that. What I would do, probably break even. Assuming I can liquidate. Um, I do it again. Or you find ways to be better than the competition, which is like obviously, yeah, you want to be fucking better than your competition. But I know, for example, some people repair cards, like with Kurt's Card Care. That would make it so that if you can get that past a grading company, you'd be better than other people. Um, my last sub, I went from I believe 4K in to I think like 25K out, which is like a 6.25x, and that was a 2 month turnaround. So imagine that on like any actual not dog shit amount of capital, that's easily millions. Um, I have failed on submissions, but these big ones like this was a decently sized one. This will offset any failure and put you into profit no matter what. You can do it for content creation. I'm not big on that. I'm just doing this for fun. You make 10 videos. Really, you should be doing way more than this, but they're all garbage and get no views. Uh, Fuck it, make 20 more. That doesn't work, do 30, maybe 40 more. You'll hit eventually. Yeah, because really with YouTube videos, your negative is time and whatever. You don't need to value your time like that if you're trying to get better at something. Statistically, eventually you'll hit. You could do that with cold calls on emails. I don't do that bullshit, but like 20 emails doesn't work. Go for 40, 80, 160, etc., etc. Because you'll hit eventually and you get something. Realistically, you don't lose money in business or life, or you don't succeed in life because you suck or your ideas suck. It's because you quit. You allow this failure to be super scary, and you give up after that. Gamblers chase these losses, uh, and winners will double and double and double until the variance collapses and you hit that outlier that you need. That's how investment firms win. That's how every $1 billion startup are made. That's how anyone can get ahead.